long till I blow up? This is one of the most repetitive questions that I keep asking myself for the past 10 months of posting daily content with the goal of going viral on social media. So today I'm going to share the harsh reality of being a small self-improvement creator under 1,000 followers trying to help others and make a name for themselves. First and foremost, I just want to get it out there. No one really gives a fuck about you or your content. When you start off with no name, with 0 followers or subscribers to your channel, it's hard for people to establish you as a credible person to give advice or to share your story. And to be honest, if you're just, preaching the same old advice that everyone else does, then you're just not interesting. You're just a copy and paste version of everyone else in the space. But that is literally okay, because if you have the passion and the discipline to keep posting content, then it's more than just, getting views and followers. It's about keeping yourself accountable with talking to the camera and giving advice out so that you can also follow your own advice, because you got to believe that you have something to give to the world. You have something to provide, right? And I believe that too with the content creation skills that I'm teaching and the self-improvement advice that I talk about, because it always starts within you. If you give a fuck, everyone else will eventually give a fuck. We also start off being really shit at what we do, whether it's, filming videos or talking to the camera or editing videos in post-production. Nobody starts off as a pro or an amateur, right? We all start off as a beginner. And for those of you who watch creators who blow up in the first few videos, it pretty much means that they've already done the reps elsewhere that you haven't seen before. So it's all about putting the repetitions in so that you can get used to sucking less. Just like the main rule of self-improvement, 1% better every day, is the same for content creation. So besides nobody caring about you, you also suck, and once you swallow that fact, you are more driven to actually improve every single day in all aspects of content creation, because there's actually a lot of things that you can improve on, whether it's scripting your videos, planning your film shots. There's like a shit ton of things to always improve on, and we're never perfect. The problem with the creators that I've worked with, at least, is a very common struggle with perfectionism. Perfectionism can actually be a very toxic trait for content creators, because they believe that they need to put the best content out there possible ASAP, and it just makes them miserable, because when they don't meet the ends and when they don't meet the standards that they give themselves, then it's very discouraging for them. So how I approach my videos is like, it's not great. My videos aren't great. The videos last week I made, I think they're pretty shit, But every time you create a new piece of content, you need to feel like, oh, this is going to be it. You need to be able to have faith in your ideas so that when you create it, you enjoy it, and you're also driven to, spread the message that you're trying to spread. But at the same time, once it's out, once you post that video, it's not gonna blow up. Let's be realistic. It's the chances are very low, right? But it's just the sort of delusion that you have to keep yourself every single time you create a video. Like, this is the video that's gonna go viral. And that's pretty much the cycle of being a content creator, because you're always motivated to do more and improve. Even though there's a little bit of a delusional aspect there, delusion can be good sometimes, but perfectionism in the content creation space is not. Another problem is the fact that all of the self-improvement creators in this space is repeating the same shit every fucking time. Like, it's getting really tiring. But at the same time, all of the generic advice out there is actually very true. So there's a little bit of a dilemma in the self-improvement space. Like, if you are willing to repeat the exact same generic advice, then you got to make sure that you're actually practicing it on a day-to-day basis. You got to make sure that it's actually one of your morals or your values as a person, as a man or as a woman. And that also leads to the problem that we don't have a wow factor. A wow factor basically means the thing that makes you unique. It's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. For me to be able to find my wow factor, I think it's the cinematic stuff. It took a while, right? I started off just talking to the camera with no b-roll clips at all, but now I just use a shit ton of cinematic shots as b-roll, and it's very hard to find your unique style, whether it's lighting up your room like I am, making it look cinematic and stuff. Like, I believe all of these things makes me different from every other self-improvement creator out there, and maybe you can disagree, but that's okay, because I feel confident about it and I'm really representing the cinematic style. But the point is, you need to find your own. Otherwise, if we don't have a wow factor, then we pretty much lead ourselves into the rabbit hole of victimization, which is another humongous problem as a content creator. When we feel like we aren't getting the views or the attention that we deserve, we tend to victimize ourselves and ask, why is this happening to me? Why is this video not blowing up like I wanted it to? And I've been through this rabbit hole a million times over. Pretty much every week I ask myself these questions. I used to be very toxic with, all of this social media stuff, but now I'm just learning learning to go with the flow and naturally improve every single week I create videos, and just really enjoy each and every step, because growth doesn't have to be rushed. Growth is a choice. Growth can be paused. You can take breaks from growth. As long as you enjoy the process while still having that ambition to keep going and never stop, you'll win. There's no goal. There is no X marks the spot. There is no destination. The destination is in the steps you take every single day, laying brick by brick, the foundation of your personal brand and the foundation of your mindset as well, as a person, as an influencer talking to the camera. But at the same time, consistency is very hard. Like, I've talked to people who've posted more than 3 years straight, and it's crazy because they have some sort of a level of dedication and discipline and passion as well, because all of them have to synchronize together in order to stay consistent. It has to be more than just, money, views, attention, fame, engagement. It has to be more than just that as your fuel. You gotta use something deep within you. There has to be some sort of purpose and mission that you're trying to fulfill. As long as you have a humongous reason within you why you're doing this, why you're creating videos, why you're talking to the camera in your room alone, then, it's easy to stay consistent. And a lot of people don't actually have that, mentality, that mindset, that foundation within them. But it's okay, because, you find your passion through repetition. You create X amount of video. Let's say you create 100 videos, then you will know if it's for you or if it's not for you, right? It's a yes or no answer. If you're young and if you want to try out creating content, then you go ahead and put in your reps until you feel like you have a solid, clarified answer. Because at the end of the day, the goal is the journey itself, the road. And I cannot emphasize this enough, because I always repeat it in probably every single video that I make. I only say this because a lot of us, including me, sometimes don't appreciate the actual improvement that we go through. You don't actually notice your growth. You don't actually notice your improvement in any sorts. Now, of course, it comes from consistency, because it's like an exponential type of thing. But the reason why when we get to that end goal, whether it's a 6-pack or a viral video, we don't appreciate it as much as we wanted it to or expected it to. And then we keep asking ourselves, why? Why doesn't this feel good? Why don't I feel good about this video that I just posted that I got 1 million views? It's because the whole time you were just doing it for the journey, the process. So you got to be able to repeat this quote: the goal is the journey, every single day. Back then, you can watch my old videos of me talking about my content creation journey, and it's very paranoid. I was very miserable about not getting the attention that I wanted. And I don't want that to happen to you. So just appreciate the opportunity that you have been given to speak to a camera, to be able to afford a camera, to be able to, post on social media and share your story for free, right? Because at the end of the day, all of this is for free, and you can make money out of it if you do the right things. And eventually, like I want to make a career. But at the end of the day, if you are focused on growing your audience, then you can join my free Discord community in the link below. It's where you can connect with other self-improvement creators inside, as well as learn how to make authentic content with cinematic skills. You can get access to all of my free blueprints and templates for ideation, budget filming gear, writing techniques, and a lot more. But if you want to grow to your first 1,000 loyal followers or subscribers in 30 days time, I can personally mentor you inside my exclusive school community. This is a platform where you can get access to our weekly calls, daily check-ins, exclusive courses, and a customized content system made for you just to jumpstart your personal brand with consistent content. For more details, you can also check that out in the link below. And I'll see you next time.